Huge. AFL. We're going to kick off some AFL 26 player career before we get into anything else. We are going to Darwin here to face the Sunnies. As Damo is going on about some things here. You cut down and dug out an olive tree. What's wrong with the olives? But this is our player career, by the way, in case you've forgotten. And where the West Coast Eagles are on the ladder right now is 15th, which you would be forgiven for thinking that is deplorable, because it is. We won a couple, lost a few more. We're playing Gold Coast, who are 16th. So, realistically, we have to win this game if we're any sort of a sniffling of making that top 8. But there's a lot of teams fumbling around the mark, so you never know what could happen here. Regardless, we have been selected yet again. We will need to be at our very best if we are to perform here. So that's the strategy. I don't know why this does it. Now, I don't know if the game's going to be good today or bad today. I haven't played it for a couple of days. I think there's been 2 updates since, and that honestly scares me. It scares me, man. I never know. That's like the one major problem with these games is like every time there's a new update, you just never know. You never know what could happen. But here we go. We're going to Darwin. Saints versus Suns was so sad. Why? What happened? Was it just a dead game, mid-game? The West Coast Eagles. Where am I lining up here? Am I in the ruck? You're a Saints supporter. Every game is depressing. I can understand. The song was there, mate. It's just pretty quiet. There's only one speaker here. Elliot Yippee-Yo has won the toss. We'll be kicking to the left of screen. Oh, I need to hit start recording. I should do that. Yes, hello. Welcome back to the player career. I forgot to hit the record button, but we are here in Darwin, which is good. And I'm in the ruck again, which it's good to know I've returned to my normal side. There's no pro camera in yet, is there? No, there's not. There's not. Okay. Huh? Up against Big Witsy. There was absolutely no chance I was winning that hit out. But hopefully, Johnny Noble's done a calf already in the opening seconds. Come on, I've got distance here on Witsy. Give me the ball. Thank you. Short kick. Not very far, but it will hit the target. I don't want the handball. Where's my player? There we go. Oh, Big Witsy's coming at me. Get rid of it. Jeez, he tackled me after the ball was released as the Eagles can send it forward. What's going on there? Is that a goal? Is that a point? It's a goal. Joel Jeffries kicked it. Couldn't see anything with that camera angle. I don't know if you could, but I definitely couldn't see anything. Malachi Champion back in the team after his injury. Have a look on the replay. That's a bit. Oh, that's a nice little snap-a-doodle. Dean living vicariously through his West Coast Eagles players. It was hard to know what was going on. Queensland Australia Football League. Yes. The Quaffle. Not to be confused with the Quaffle, which is a Quidditch terminology. Is there anyone in this crowd? Hang on. There's people here. There's people here. But there's absolutely no one at this end of the ground. Look at it. It's empty. It's completely empty. Nice. Righto. We go again. Is that a goal? I think this end-to-end camera is going to kill me because I can't see anything. When the ball goes that far, you can't see anything. Ainsworth kicks the goal. No, he doesn't. Okay. Look. And then they've taken me off. Personally, I think I had a good start there. Where am I? I've got no opponent here. They must be playing a spare. Which means I've got so much space. Oh no, I do have an opponent. Quick, Harley! That's not in my direction. Dead fan base. We're in Darwin. These people don't get many games. You'd expect them to rock up to this. You know what I mean? I don't want this next kick. Who's that coming off? What is that? Who have you kicked that to?
Keep up the great work, brother, and God bless. Go CATTERSSS.
Tonto Thierry. Jesus. What is going on? Hits us with a huge super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Extraordinary scenes. Not sure what I've done, especially at this point in time, to deserve that. But no, I appreciate that. That is unbelievable. Go Catters, they say. Huge. Cats have been okay this year. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Almost as crazy as that first quarter, which was absolutely deplorable by everyone involved because it was 1 goal to a point. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's actually try and do something here. Oh, that's a free kick. But hopefully we can win some of the ball here. Dean, your shout for drinks next time. When? Oh, that was a shocking handball to Owies. But his kick inside the 50 finds me. I could give it back to him if he continues to lead forward. I've gone to the top. There is Owies. He snaps and misses. Oh, no, he's kicked the goal. There you go. Goal assist. I'll take the goal assist. Also, for those watching on YouTube, feel free to jump to Twitch if you want to have a chitty chat. That camera would shit me. I agree, Josho. This camera is shitting me. Especially on this ground where it's not loading properly. Maybe if I go like far. And far. Might give me slightly better view of the game. Run! This actually does give you a bit more of a view of things. I can't get away from this man. Punch it. Tackle. Leo Lombard. Yeah, maybe for this ground we just stick to this camera because, you know, the camera, it just doesn't work if we're going on the other one. You know? Well, if you take that, we're away. Didn't take it, so we're not away. Jeffrey. Short one. Cut off. And here come the Weagles. Sheed. Goes in my general direction. I was never going to mark that. Will Powell. He's my man, and he's absolutely taking over. Goes to Took. I'm trying to get out of here. I don't want to be in the protected zone. Look at this Gold Coast defensive setup, though. They just have a lot of players lurking about. Now lead. Yes. That's better. Don't know where to kick this. We do have the target up the line now. It is Flying Ryan. He's one of them. Lombard goes short and it's turned over from another poor decision-making process from us. Harley Reid puts a tackle on. We'll get another one. Can't you up your stamina using your attribute points? Yes, but I don't have enough attribute points at the moment. You only get them when you level up, and you only level up by doing your objectives. And you can't see your objectives in the game, which is a little annoying thing. So you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. That's in my general direction. Can I lead, get in front? No, I can't. Power punches it away from me. And then Lombard has it. I take him down in a tackle, but it is nothing doing. I go forward to Noah Anderson yet again. And this is just another lackluster little game. Switch is on. Team decides not to do so. Okay, let's mark this. Or get on the end of it. Good tackle on Collins. Huge. Is it me or the stamina on your players in coach career have no stamina? I think as there's just too, like, the training by default clearly just uses up too much stamina. I think that's why it's problematic. You know. Ainsworth goes short and cut off. That's a terrible handball. That's genuinely a terrible handball. Okay. Okay. Quarter time. West Coast, Gold Coast. Oh no, it's halftime. It's halftime and it's 2-1. I've had 7 possessions apparently. But the ball has really just lived between the arcs here. And we've got real Powerade now with different colours. There is blue, there is red, there was orange there. That's crazy. I definitely feel like I have had 7 touches. Nah, I've had heaps. I've had heaps of the footy. You can customize your boots in the game. Yeah, I got blue ones. You swear Gatorade is the AFL sponsor? Well, they would have to approve what's in the game, I'm telling you, so... Like, look at this. This man is not leaving me alone. That's in my direction. Nice kick. Can go over the top towards Yo. Look at that. Right to advantage. Perfectory kick. And Elliot Yo can line up for our third. That looks good. Off the shoe. It gets there.
Dennis Cometti, assuming Bruce is the GOAT, of course.
BT or Dennis? I would go Dennis. I think Bruce is obviously very good. I would actually say Dennis is close to the GOAT. You know? Bruce is probably the GOAT across all sports. But I would say definitely Dennis. Thank you, Tonto. Once more. Yo, to Sheed. In my direction. One-on-one contest. Win the football. Get the handball away. Ryan, back to me. Another little handball out of there. Should be a West Coast goal. It is. We just hack it out of there. That's huge. Oh, he secures it. Your local footy club went 3 for 3. Some good news on this Monday. Nice. Our Wattle Park, I think we were the only side, the thirds. We were the only team that won this week. So we want to hopefully get the seniors and the Rezzies to bounce back, and even the girls team to bounce back next week, which should be good. Did I kick any goals? I did not kick any goals. I played on the wing. There was maybe one moment I could have had a cheeky goal. Late in the last quarter. I think Will Taylor got a free kick and I did sneak into the pocket. But he didn't spot me, so... It was probably like the one time where I could have maybe got a touch, but... No, I thought I played well on the wing. I really didn't allow my men have some impact, so I was very happy with my performance. You gotta remember, everyone, I have played... It's the second game of footy I've played in 18 years. So you can't really expect, like, huge things from me. I just do my bit. I'm just here to play my role, you know? Yes. Sheed. Handball went to Holman, who got it to King, who's taken down and tackle immediately. No, we expect 30 into every game. Roaming Has was disappointed. I don't think he kicked a goal. Or maybe he had one. But he was like, people want 20 and 2 from me every week. He didn't get it. Good punch. And good tackle. Pow. Does get rid of it. I've got no stamina here. Also, when I did that little when I did the little candy sale, I honestly couldn't remember that I did that. Because it was like late in the game and all I was focused on was not cramping. So that's why I didn't like burst away as quick as I should have towards the end there. That's holding the ball. But like the funny thing is, like, that was just pure instinct. because I like looked around and I saw I didn't have any options, but I was like, well, actually, the option here is actually just to run the football. And then Cooko just runs himself into trouble. And I was like, don't give it back to me because I'm cooked. I also cut off the bit of the clip where I dropped the mark in the first place, which annoyed me a lot. There's like a couple of clips on review I really want to show you guys that I was like, I could have done better here. Like attack the ball a little bit better. But I didn't drop many marks. That was the only mark I dropped. Because Grippo. Huge. Get yourself some Grippo, everyone. You play way better. I'm trying to lead here. I just hacked that inside 50. Not sure who's home. It works out to Liam Ryan. Can you believe that? And that is going maybe across the face for a behind. Getting a hold in the ball simply by knocking it out of his hands is quite funny. Yeah, it's actually hilarious because I definitely thought, like, for me, I know I'm not big. I am not going to be able to tackle people to the ground. In fact, I'm barely going to be able to tackle them at all. So I've got to attack their hands or the ball, right? And so I basically just, like, ripped his hand off the ball. And the umpire's like, well, incorrect disposal. It's a free kick. So I really enjoyed that. It's 3/4 time. I am the leading ball winner here. What's my... can we see my fantasy point score? Surely I'm up there in the fantasy points. Leading all comers on the ground. 3 goal assists. 53 fantasy points. Yet to score myself. But I've had 11 touches. Number 1 rated player on the ground. Which is to be expected because, you know, I'm pretty good. Any chance you ever played against the old Parisians back when we were in the VAFA? This is the first time I've ever played football. Since interschool sports. In 2007. So no. No, Joshy. Unfortunately. Like, I'm literally 2 games into my career. I'm still learning. But, getting there. Is that a goal? It is a goal. And I wasn't planning on playing more than, like, 1 or 2 games. But given I was, like, decent this year... given I was decent this week... I think I'm going to maybe play a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. So it's good. You're playing second year in the NFNL. Is that Northern Football Netball League? Collins takes the intercepting grab. Goes with a short ball to Lombard. Short. And back to Collins. Another handball back to Lombard. And then Anderson had it punched away from him by Yo, who's taken down in the tackle. No prior opportunity. We'll get another ball up. Dude, you're selling the candy. Keep playing. Keep playing. You're the best. I'm definitely not the best in the team. Candyman, absolute gun. This week, I think he had 30 touches and, like, honestly had this huge pack grab. Like, he was unbelievable. He did burn me on a handball once when I was in a nice little run. But other than that, we will not criticize him because he was absolutely enormous throughout the whole game. Like, he played ruck, he played back. What's the energy like in the rooms? Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Like, I'm definitely a bottom 6 sort of a player out of the team. But I'm just there to play my role, you know? And as I said, like, this is literally a learning experience for me because I haven't played football in so long. Don't give it back. I said don't give it back. That's going to be deliberate, isn't it? Or is it going to stay in? It does stay in. And here go the Suns. Holman goes short to Anderson. If they get a quick one here, all of a sudden it's within a goal. And it's going to change things. Here we go. It's Ben Long, who goes short. and finds Evans. I'm not sure about that decision. Zach Evans. This would make it a 5-point game. And he's missed. He's missed. G'day, Tommy boy. Welcome. That's not great. Oh, yeah, here we go. What? Oh, I've done the string. Oh, I've done the string. Oh, no. Oh, he can't move. And he's running. What are you doing? Oh, I was like, oh, no. He's pulled the string. Oh, we need a replay on that. The handball goes in my direction. And he hits him in the scone. He gets falconed because he's done the string. Oh, no. That's the thumbnail right there. Come on. Oh, he's done the string. That's extraordinary stuff. That is extraordinary scenes. You need it from that angle, don't you? He's like, That's funny. Bonked on the head and done a hammy. Yeah. Well, get me off. Get me off the ground. It's obviously not that serious if I'm still jogging about. No, Duggan's done a hammy as well now. I wonder how long this is going to see me out for. Ryan. Handball to Yo to Sheet. Yeah, I've done the string, but I might be able to get rid of it. No, absolutely not. Out for 2 years. Has playing on the hardest gotten easier since the update or just me? I don't know which update you're talking about. There's a lot of updates. Like, I had my custom difficulty. I feel like it is a little bit easier. Anyway, we've come off now. The game's done. We have secured the win as a West Coast side, which thankfully for that, great result. West Coast with the win. Was I still the number 1 rated player on the ground before I gave off? No! Anderson. He was the number 1 rated player on the ground. So that's what, 1 Brownlow vote maybe. For our 19 possessions and 1 hamstring strain. That's disappointing. We're the Eagles. Yes, we're flying high. I think it was a 1 point after I came off, maybe. Oh, no. There was no scores. There you go. That's disappointing. We do level up, but we have also done the string. Now, people said, put it into stamina. So we've maxed out our stamina. We'll max out our speed. Then we can worry about the rest of the stuff later in our career. But how injured are we? Because I've done the string. It's obviously a few weeks that I've missed. So who did we play? Gold Coast. Does it say I've got injured? Who did we play? Round 15. I think it was. Here we go. We defeated Gold Coast by 10 points. So 16, 17, 18. And I returned from injury after 3 weeks, and I'm picked in the West Coast side against Geelong. Yes, Will Taylor did kick 5 on Saturday. He was very good. What does this mean for the ladder? Oh, we're actually close to the 8. Look at this. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams on 8 and 9 who are just 1 game outside the top 8. We return from injury to play Geelong at Goomba. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. What's their Sir Doug Nicholls round kit? Yeah, let's do that. That won't confuse anyone. GMHBA is a loss for West Coast. We're trash there. Well, you never know. You do never know. I feel like I can do some stuff. Geelong is expected to be sanctioned by the AFL after an audit into their third-party player payments. Is anyone surprised? Is anyone surprised? Is anyone fucking surprised? Apparently only a fine, though. Right. The fans are excited here because it's the caddies, Geelong, who make their way out to the Geelong MHBA Stadium. It's rogue. You won the flag twice on management career, and both times you didn't see you lift the cup. That's crazy, Cody. That's crazy. G'day, Lockie B. How are you, mate? Max Holmes wins the toss for Geelong. They'll be kicking to the left of screen. This is a must-win. Hang on, I'm in the ruck again. In extraordinary fashion. Back in the ruck. Here against the Cats. What have we got? Yeah, give me the hands. I'm out here. Burgoyne didn't hit me. How about now? How about now you give the handball or find me inside 50? That's a long kick to absolutely nobody. Guthrie's the only one back there. That was just a terrible decision. Burgoyne's got it again. He's wrapped up in a tackle. We will get a ball up. Hopefully this is a bit more high scoring than the previous game. It's just unfolded. Short ball. Geez, this ground really is small, especially when you're on the ground. You can tell how much smaller it is. Here's Mollier. Goes on the inside kick to O'Connor. He goes with the short one. Cut off by Flying Ryan. Should have taken the mark. Not sure why he didn't. O'Connor gets a handball to Henry. Henry out wide. Jinby's done a hamstring. Short kick to Graham. He goes up along towards the top of the 50. Reed. Had got the handball out. And the Eagles charge through the middle, and then they turn it over themselves. Stengel's got... This is crazy. What is happening here? What are my plans for the end of the season? I don't know. Probably request a trade, let's be fair. Maybe go to a bigger club. O'Connor. Jinby. Yes. Good mark. That's not the kick. It's definitely not the kick. Puts the tackle on, but I've turned it over and Geelong are away. Look at the minimap. You can see everyone is just parked in like half the ground here. Would I go to the Tigers? Probably not yet. I mean, like, you know, a better performing club, Toby. Better performing club. There's the first goal of the game. Ollie Henry puts it through. Sorry, I made noise there. Hit the table. July the 9th. No. Well, I know what I'm doing on July the 9th. Close. Now McGovern out wide. The Eagles go back through the middle of the ground. Probably a decent decision. That kick goes towards Sheed. Burgoyne out in front of Jeremy Cameron. And then he goes with a wide kick to no one in particular at all. It's Stevens who intercepts. I'm going to win this football. Get a handball out. And then inside 50 it goes to Waterman. Well, that's pretty good. should collab with Cardman. He does stuff that's like way different to what I do though. Like I just do like footy shit, you know, like just games. Really, he does really good footy stuff. He played last week as well. I'm not sure if he's got a video coming. I assume he does. That's in the middle of the ground. I've got the football here. Where do I want to go? That's a turnover, probably. Yeah. Knew I overcooked the kick. Gonna have to try and win this back. Reed got it to me. Handball over the top. Not a great decision. But the Eagles win it back. That's a little hacky kick backwards. Am I going to have to win this ball here? I've got no juice. Guthrie's got it. Has a bounce. And the siren beats him. Whew. Huge. I don't know what round this is. Twisty, I will sound like a know-it-all, but if you go to a bigger club, like a top 5 or 6, you'll probably just be in the VFL, so it's a borderline decision. Right. Yeah, because I'm a fringe player, not a star player yet. I get it. I get what you're saying. G'day, Techno. No, I just get hay fever at nights, especially when it rains. Very sensitive to it, especially dust. Like this room needs a vacuum.
My ball, thank you. 2 rucks, please.
Holmes had it. Stanley, I think it was, lost it. Or was it Blitzarves? Harley's got a free. Goes forward. It's a 2-on-1. De Koning. Actually, it was Sam De Koning in the ruck. Interesting. I mean, they put me in the ruck, Toby, so what do you really expect from him? Ryan. And well, in the Reed direction. I've just worked my way forward here to a little bit of space. Waterman's going to get this. Have a shot at goal. It's looking good. It's bouncing. It's bouncing through, hopefully, or is it stopped? No, it's got through. There you go. Any hints on the next cricket challenge? I haven't thought about it just yet, but they will be returning shortly. Obviously, the England summer has kicked off. The World Test Championship final is in 2 weeks. So I'll be doing something. I'll be doing a World Test Championship final series, of course, as that gets underway very soon. So yeah, there'll be a few things, and then obviously we'll try and do some challenges as the English summer heats up. Or the northern summer, I suppose you could say. George Stevens. Goal to the Cats. Roll square again. I feel like Geelong beat us in Perth, and Bailey Smith dominated. That was earlier in the year, wasn't it? Koning's done a hamstring. Oh, gee, that's not the kick, man. Like, you kick to a pack. That's a high footy to the top of the square, and close marks. Should be able to mark. They should be able to kick the goal. Very close range. 15 out. Oh, my goodness, what a miss. Do you know if the player stamina patch affects current saves? I don't know. I'm assuming it does. I actually don't know what's been updated over the last week. I play the game like once a week to record these, and then I just, get the videos out. So I don't really know. You're better off looking at the forums or something to get an answer. Is Charlie Coleman a chance at All-Australian? I haven't watched enough North football to know. I don't think so. I feel like they've been better defenders. He's certainly improved this year, but I don't think he's in the AA category just yet. He's just starting to hit the piss here. The Eagles need to find a goal
Line, play on.
because at the moment Geelong are starting to kick away. Duggan puts a nice tackle on here. Yes. It's in my direction. I'll get there. Still 5 minutes to go in the half. High footy to the top of the 50. Who's down there? Big fly over the top of Duggan. Sheed picked it up, put it on the right shoe, and Dom Sheed has hit the post, I think. Short ball, Stewart. Oh, gone. Oh, that's not a high tackle. He's literally lifted his arms up and he's tackled him below the arms. That's extraordinary that has been given as high. That is definitely some GMHBA umpiring shenanigans. Geelong going right, going left, going right again. And then a short kick. He's cut off by me. And I can send it deep in the 50, but it's turned over to College Yasny. Mark that, someone. I've got to get in the hole here. Yes! Have a shot. Six touches in the first half. I don't know how this is definitely not going to go through. That, I think, is pretty clear. Be interesting if it sneaks through for a point. It starts right. It goes very right. It's on the full. Well, there you go. That was my first set shot of the night, so you could have expected it to go poorly like that. Geelong by 7 at the half. Dean, you just play these sports games when you stream. That's correct at the moment, yes. Because I've had a lot of work and stuff, you know. Can you customize your set shots? Yes, I've changed them. I've made them not as stupid as the game has it. Right, big second half required. With a 7-point deficit. Can we turn it into a little bit of a lead? That's a nice tackle, but a really good kick away in the end. Nevitt's got it. Short ball towards Humphreys. Punched away from him. Burgoyne got it. Got a little handball away. The Eagles now through Duggan in the middle of the ground. Reed sends it up towards Sheed. Couldn't take the mark. McGovern was there as well. Put the tackle on, but Geelong are going to get away with this. That's O'Connor. Short ball to Winder. Goes forward again. Punched away there. Handball that from Hunt. Now Stewart has it. He's taken down in the tackle, but he manages to find Henry. And now they go inside forward 50 to Jezza Cameron. Yeah. Have you played around with the sliders at all? I have. It's on hardest, and then I have adjusted some things to make the game a little bit simpler. But I played this mode on medium. Anyway. Because I feel like it's the best strat. Oh, holding the football, surely. It's a free kick. I'm putting the lead on, but you've just kicked it straight to Jack Henry. That's a terrible decision. O'Connor short. Wins it and then loses it.
Off your line, play on.
Play on, according to the umpire. There's close. Duggan. Kick into the middle of the ground. It's just a terribly dangerous kick because there's such a huge scrum of players in the middle of the ground. This ball's going to go in my direction as we will get a ball up. Nevitt, short to Cameron. I'm not sure that went the required distance. He goes with a longer ball inside forward 50, punched away by the Eagles. Burgoyne's got it, got his arms free, got it out to Jinby, who goes short. Yes. Put the lead on. That's not it. Oh, it's another... Like, why are we kicking back into traffic almost every time? Punched away. Graham loses it. Stevens goes. Is that Kobe Stevens, perhaps? George Stevens. There you go. See you, H-Dog. What slider can change the AI from being prime zero when the ball hits the ground? It's a great question. Yes. Oh, I definitely thought that was Jaden Hunt's ball, and that's why I didn't try to mark it. Handball to Stewart. Goes forward, but intercepted by... Is it Hewitt? Put to Ryan, back to Hewitt. Now on the 45 kick. Good ball. Harley Reid's got it. Trying to just create a bit of space here. Get into the marking opportunity. I get that. Handball missed the target. I was looking for Hunt. It still goes out, and then almost the kick inside 50. McGovern puts a tackle on, and we will get another ball up here. We are 4 goals off a victory. We've got to lift these next few minutes if we're any sort of a chance. Probably need a late goal in the third. Yes, on the lead. Yes, on the lead. Yes, on the lead. That's a poor kick. It really is. It's just into traffic. It's a poor kick. Henry taken down in the tackle as he kicks it, but he still finds O'Connor out in front of Hunt. Goes short inside. Eagles have it. There's no time at all. Go long, go long, go long. I'm in space. I'm still in space. Burgoyne in my direction. The siren beats us. It doesn't matter. Gee, that is poor. That is poor. We're 19 points behind here in Geelong. You just sense it's unlikely to happen for us. Unless there's a minor miracle.
No second guess. Trusting each other, trusting the game plan, and back yourself at every contest.
What gets me is you get such a good lead and burning your stam, and then they go kick to a bloke who's being double guarded. I know, right? There is very poor decision makings that happen. Sheed. No, yes, it was Sheed. Got the clearance. Eagles inside 50. Almost take the mark. In the end, McGovern had it, lost it. And a nice kick out of defence. As De Koning will not get on the end of that. That's silly. Nevitt got it to Mullen. Mullen with a short ball again. And the Cats. I forgot who it was. Get it to Holmes. He goes short to Mollier. Then Humphreys under the pump. Had 3 men around him who got sucked into the play. Goes forward to Stevens. Kick towards goal. Finds Henry on the lead. That's Ollie, not Jack. He's got one already. Should kick his second, and this would probably ice the game, you'd expect. He does ice the game. He's excited. He's pumped. Oh, it's... Now McGovern back in the ruck. West Coast win the clearance. Yes. Oh, just take the mark, son. We've just been poor in contest in this game. Yes. Short kick in my direction. I'm going to have to kick this. Going to have to be every perfect thing from here in order to give us a chance at winning. I don't think this is going to be the case. Especially not with this particular kick. But you do never know. Oh. It's not even a point. Jeez, extraordinary for me. Extraordinarily poor. That's not 15. Come on. Intercept that. Nobody does. Sheed has it, and he pings at goal and kicks it. Nice. I'm off the ground. And then I'm back on the ground. Still 19 points to margin. Sheed goes inboard. Not going to be our football to win. Graham inside 50. And finds close. That's a nice grab. This is going to be a disappointing result, I feel. This is going to be a disappointing result. Are you going to do a custom team series like you did in AFL Live? Custom team series. I don't think so. Sheed thought about getting the clearance and then he kicked it into someone's shin. So we will rinse and repeat. Another stoppage. Tap down. Nevitt taken down in the tackle. Now Sheed again. It just does. We're just not quite getting the clearance out, like in our in a good way. Down. Again, Harley to Sheed. If I put the lead on out wide, I might be able to get on the end of this. It's gone in my direction. Holmes had the front position. Punched it away from me. And I'm going to pick it up and take it over the boundary line. So it is disappointing. This is going to be the end result. It's a real custard arm of a throw-in, I'll be honest. That's got to be deliberate. It is deliberate. Yes, on the lead. I went short. Cripps had it. I lost it. Clark is going to be pinged. Holding the football here. Yes, Harley. Oh, you absolutely burned me here. I understand you've had 21 touches, but, like, come on, mate. There's no chance you kick it from there. There's absolutely no chance you kick it from there. Silly Harley. Anyway, the Eagles have been smashed here in Geelong. 7-2-44, Geelong, West Coast 3-2-20. Not a good result. Not a good result. Not a good result at all. Not a good result. A good result at all. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Always next week. That's exactly right. Where were we in the ranking points? I don't think we did much that game, did we? 56 ranking points, 6 marks, few possessions, 16 touches. Bo Allen, 27 possessions. Gee, he's having a good year, isn't he? Is there a setting here? Show the votes, always. Do we play one more here? Richmond are last. We need this win, actually. We need this win. We'll play one more. Yeah, Richmond can go yellow. They can go clash. I believe Presti is coming in this week. I think they want him to play this week, is the plan. He might be like the sub or something. Surely we get a win. Surely we get a win. We're going left. Who am I playing on here? Who is that? Is it some young Richmond fella? Oh, it's Nick Vlosten. Mate, I could have at least had a rubbish defender. But I'm playing on someone who should be All-Australian. And the Tigers have started well here. This looks like a real NPC area. Starrick has missed. Good start for us. I need to get back here. Get Vlosten out of the play. Why are we kicking up the guts? Lafau picks it up, sends it inside forward 50. Petrocelli has cornered the Tigers. And he's kicked a goal against his former side. What is going on? I thought, who the hell is in the number 8? And it's Jack Petrocelli. That would honestly be a crime if Richmond traded in someone and gave him the number 8 rather than a drafted kid. Reed to Hunt. Short kick to Kelly. Oh, he's kicked it to me on the lead. Vlosten is there. Got away from me. And the Tigers through Taranto go out wide towards Ross. Kelly punched it away and then he put the tackle on. It's a little foot race out wide. Jasper Olga picked it up, got it to Broad. And the Tigers on the little short kick to Lafau. Geez, Richmond have got a bit of oomph here. They're dead last on the ladder, but they got some confidence. Flying Ryan in the back line. Not sure how that's worked out. Going to get the 1-2 here. And the McGovern through the middle of the ground. High football. The Eagles still have the football here. Reed got it. I don't know why there was a handball there. Short got it. Lost it. Ryan now goes in my direction. Should have the number here. There's three of them. 3-on-1. Vlosten's able to kick forward. Still a chance for the Eagles. Waterman goes short. Picked up and lost again. And then a little ball is going to be a goal out of all of that. Bo Allen's kicked it. Dean deliberately tanking so Richmond wins. Mate, I want to play finals.
Play on.
Short ball to Tim Kelly. Gee, that is a poor, selfish play there. Short kick to Broad. His kick was in my direction. I've picked it up and kicked towards goal. I think I've sprayed it left offline. We're only like a game and percentage out. Richmond at last. It's in the middle. Oh, geez, it hasn't really locked me onto it at all. Handball. Give it to me. Or just kick the goal yourself. I don't really care. We'll take it. What is going on? This game's silly. Come on, Eagles. Do something. There's McGovern. Goes with a short one. That's not a great kick. Nain Curvis. Out wide. Madden. Short to Lafau. He doesn't hold on to it. And then he handballs a high ball to Ross, who's taken immediately into tackle by Sheed. Got it out to Taranto. Short kick to Olga. He's paid a mark, apparently. And goes short to Campbell. Sheed. Handball. Doesn't work. And the Eagles are now away. Look at how quick Nick Vlosten's onto me, though. Honestly. Like, what am I supposed to do about this? He is all over me. At any given point, Petruccelli marks. He's going to kick his second against his former side to give Richmond back the lead. No, he's missed. Okay. Duggan from the kicking. Don't intercept that. Scores a level at quarter time. It's been crazy. It's also been rubbish. You need to upgrade that stamina to 400 to keep away from it. I've already maxed out my stamina. That's the problem. It can't get any bigger than it is. So I don't really know what I need to be doing. They just tag you so hard, man. That's another handball that's poor, and it's turned over to Prestia. Went forward, and the Tigers almost had it again, but the Eagles are somehow repelling. Kelly goes with a short ball in my direction. Punched away by Vlosten. Yes, I need some hacks. That's exactly right. There's a lot of space in the pocket here, so if we get the clearance, I'd love to get the ball in that direction. Taranto handballed it backwards. Now Dow has it. A little ball forward. Hopper was in that contest, but the Eagles can get out of this. Reed. Yes, Harley, I've got some space here. It's not a great kick. I've had to come out to meet the football, and then I can try to send it forward. But I don't understand how you can be like 90% through the kick animation, and it still is like, nah, you're not actually going to kick this ball now. Turner. Short towards Hopper. Didn't get it. That's short to me. I have got it. And I go in the Tim Kelly direction, who's 55 from home. I'm actually trying to run back in towards the 50. I don't know if that was a handball or what it was, but it was a terrible decision. I was never getting that. How about now? The Eagles go inside forward 50. Quick. Good stuff, Harley. I will not be able to impact this stoppage. I can almost guarantee that. The game just won't let me. Sheed will kick the goal. That's the thing about stoppages in this game. It's genuinely tap and then a one-step kick is a goal. Yeah, it's not ideal. Like, he's literally just pushing me every time I get near it. I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of the tag. Piss off. Piss off. Oh, I've almost marked that. Pick up the football. Bugger off. Got the handball away. Still end up with it somehow, and I'm run down immediately. That's just rubbish. Genuine rubbish. Waterman's handball was poor. Nankervis has it, and the Tigers can go back through the guts. So the Eagles by a goal. 7 minutes to play in this second quarter. It's just been some extraordinarily weird football that has been occurring. That's Prestia out wide. Lafau first to the footy. His kick goes nowhere. Sheed gets it in my direction. I can't get away from him. The problem is, you like change direction and then you run into them and you can't get away. Need to up the fend. I have up the fend a couple points. Anyway, Presti is going to kick this. The Tigers are going to square it up again. They're going to square it up again. Like, that, you're just not rewarded for forward craft here, like a figure eight lead or anything. There's only so much you can do. I'm better off just standing still, letting him run free. It doesn't help being almost 2 foot shorter than the defender. No, but like, that's not the point. The point is, they just don't leave you alone. As soon as the ball's in congestion, which is fine. But like, look, the ball's 50 meters away, and he's not leaving me alone. Oh, it's intercepted. Half time, it's still scores level. We can't get the ball forward. Come on. Get a clearance. Kick it to me. Taranto had... Hang on. Sorry. Did that guy do a flip? Who was it? Yeah, this guy, number 25, Matty Flynn. What's this? Whoop. I was like, I feel like I saw something weird there. He's like, oh, I'm on the ground. Whoop. No, I'm not. Nice. Rogue. Prestia, handball to Trainer, who's playing midfield. McGovern with a great intercepting grab. Decides to kick it to a 2 on 4 in the middle of the ground. Turned over to the Tigers. Taranto from 50 kicks it, and it goes through. So Richmond get out to a 1-goal lead. Hopper now to Trainer. Lost the football. The Eagles are away. Inside 50, Matty Flynn hits me on the lead. Jeez, I've just managed to take that. Now, my goal kicking so far today has been pretty ordinary. Hopefully, I can find one that will come back enough to sneak through the big sticks. How will this one go? It starts right and it stays there. 3-3-21. the Eagles. Richmond 4-2-26. I shouldn't be able to mark that. Found myself into the hole. Tim Kelly here is in space, and he should be able to kick this goal. Look at that. Within 2 seconds, I've been able to have a shot and then set up someone else. Amazing. There's another one. Back in front are the Eagles. Just got to get involved. Gaza for nothing, NTK for free. What do? They put me on the bench. It's D50. Tigers. Hopper. Off a step. Another behind. Back to scores level. This could be a draw here. Duggan out wide. That's a great kick. Yes. Hunt. Finds me. Go back to Hunt. Kick's not great, but he finds a little option inside 50. It's Cripps, who goes short of steal to Waterman. Look at that. That was the best bit of ball movement all day by the Eagles. They went end to end, and it finishes in a goal. You love to see it. That gives us a 6-point advantage with a minute left in the term. And another clearance going our way. That's a little handball. Hunt. Oh, if he got the kick away, I was there. Ralph Smith taking down a tackle. We'll get a ball up with 20 seconds on the clock. Potential. Sure. No, the siren will beat us. The siren will beat us. Disappointing. But we have the lead. There I am. We have the lead. Tigers disappointed. West Coast just sneak out in front. Thompson Dow's at 35 possessions. Holy crap. Yes, the simulated stats ruining the game. Righto. I gotta sneeze. Woo! That's not a sneeze, it's a yawn. Felt like a sneeze was coming. Didn't. Handball went to Dow. No wonder he's had 35 possessions. The Eagles just keep handing it to him. And the Tigers through Hopper to Lafau from 40. Closes. Kicks it. Scores level again. And Curvis and Flynn go at it. Flynn gets the handball to Reed, taking down a tackle. Nankervis picked it up. Then Kelly got a handball back to Reed. Nankervis again picks it up. And the Tigers through Trainer. He's given it up to me. I get it to Tim Kelly. He can't have the shot at goal. The Eagles now maybe have a flying shot and miss. It's enough to give them the lead. So the pressure we put on was very nice. Where's this ball going? I can almost cut it off, but Floston's there. His kick is short. If we cut this off, I'm actually in a bit of a spatial hole. A spatial hole? That doesn't make sense. Maybe it does. Flynn, down. Kelly has a shot. It starts left, stays there. Eagles by 2. The Tigers go left to Broad. Go back right. Short run down. Should have been a free kick. Again, taken down in the tackle. Kelly's got it. Gets a little shoe away in my general direction. Oh, if I can pick that up, that'd be great. In the end, it's Robertson who's taken down in the tackle. Or Robertson. Robertson. Don't know if it was Robertson. Eagles. No, the Tigers. That's surely not. He's facing the opposite goals when he kicks it. But can you believe it? Jackson Hately's kicked the goal. Let's take a look at this on the replay screen. He's kicked it. Yeah, he's kicked it 140 degrees backwards. Simply extraordinary. Flynn down. Nankervis. Handball in the ground. Taranto. Dow. Handball to Madden. Tigers inside 50. Or Olga dropped the ball. Should have taken the mark. And the Eagles now are away. Short kick. Finds Flynn. Kelly has space in the middle of the ground. He doesn't turn around. Could have had the football easily, but he takes down Hopper in a tackle. Are the new bumping mechanics both off-ball and marks smooth? Are you just prone to blocks like in AFL Evo? Well, the bumping in marks only happens like 1 in every 10 contests, really. If that. Seth Campbell kicks this. Tigers make it 2 points. As for off the ball, I mean, it's not really that effective of a strategy. It's in the game. I wouldn't say that makes a huge difference to you. Boston punches it away from me. Then he wins the football, and then I can't tackle him. Sort of just watched him as he took the football. Flynn goes in my direction. That's almost a little jostle moment there. I've got the ball. Handballed it to Ryan, who from the boundary line. Oh, my goodness. What on earth is that? We have to look at this on the replay because that is one of the most extraordinary goals you'll ever see. How tight is he in the pocket? Oh, get fucked. Oh my God, look at that. That is crazy cracked. Look at like it just, oh, genius. Flying Ryan. Crazy. Anyway, it's the Eagles by 8, which might be enough to seal the game. Inside 50, I've got Boston on the lead, and I've found myself in some space. It would be nice to kick a sealing goal here. I don't think I'm going to do it. I just clicked the thing a bit too quickly. So, regardless, we're taking the time off the clock. It starts right. It starts to bend its way back, but not enough. A couple behinds for me today. Oh, yes! Read the play to perfection. We'll get another chance. Forget about the last shot. This one, hopefully, a little better. Haven't kicked a snag yet today. This would seal the game completely for the Eagles. I pump it through the big sticks. And I'm excited. Look at that. Huge. Fantasy points is back in, yes. They added that in the last patch. Tigers through down, go forward to Ralph Smith. But with less than a minute on the clock, it will be an Eagles victory. That's a handball to Ross, who's in trouble. We'll get a ball up. Rucks nominate Flynn and Nain Curvis, perhaps for one last time. Sheed gets a handball out. And as Ralph Smith kicks the football, the siren sounds. The Eagles get a big result of a win, which they desperately needed. But that's good. It's a good win. Where the Eagles? Ben Miller disappointed in the Richmond outfit. A 3-goal-to-1 final term. So the Eagles win by 15 points. You have a look here. I reckon Thompson Dow had 103 fantasy points, was the number 1 rated player on the ground by a long way. I kicked 1 goal, 3, 55 ranking points. Thompson Dow had 40 possessions. That's absolutely absurd. I had 14 as a small forward. Not bad, though. But a good result, a win for the Eagles. We'll take it. We're the Eagles. The West Coast Eagles. And we're here to show you why. Nice. Who got the votes? Dow, Kelly. Oh, I got a vote. Everyone, look at me go. Good result. Good result for us there. 15-point result going the way of the Tickety Tigers. If I quick straight, would I be in Coleman contention? Not sure. Now we've got another point here, everyone. What are we putting our star into? We've got 3 stars of fending. I feel like we should put another star into that. I either think acceleration or fending are the 2 that I should put it into. Speckies is pointless. Speckies is genuinely pointless. I'll go fending and then we'll nail that. Beautifully done. Tim Kelly obviously returned from injury, as did Tom Gross. What does it do to the ladder? Still 12th. And we're still a game and a little bit of percentage out of the 8. So, yeah. It's going to be tricky for us to play finals, I think. But maybe we will have a look at that in the next one. Because we're going to play some manager career mode now, everyone. Huge scenes. You love to see it. Training. I need to change the training a little bit. I feel like the first 2 sessions should actually just be recovery rather than rest. And then Tuesday can be a kicking or defense offense. Recovery, defense offense, recovery, rest. Recovery. Or maybe kicking offense. Recovery, rest. Rocking. Physical. Rocking need a handball. Mids. Recovery. Kicking. Handwork. Key defenders. Defense. Offense. Defenders. Recovery. Offense. Defense. Then go recovery. Rest. Okay. And then utilities, same thing. Recovery. Offense. Defense. Recovery. Rest. Okay. Cool. At least that way there's a little bit of strat in my training. Yeah. Did I have a buy or something? Is that why this is like this? We're playing the Swannies. Where are we? 5-7. Won 5 of the last 6 games. Sydney are first. But Sydney are the bogey team. Like, Richmond are the bogey team for Sydney. Sydney never beat Richmond. Ben Miller is available to return. Let's have a look at selection at the table. What can we do? Taranto and Prestia are both out. What's the situation with those guys? Hopper, Prestia, Taranto, and Houghton all out with hammies. Smiley's back available. That's good news. Dow still... Yeah, we want Dow back, actually. Okay. Alright, so... Smiley's in the middle. Could put Lawler in the middle. And you can put Ralph Smith on the wing. Then... Short maybe gets a go here. And with Taranto also out of the side. Do we go another tall? Do we go Harry Armstrong? Harry the Arm. Harry the Strong Arms. Good idea. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And Sam Banks, he's having a terrific year, actually. We'll put him on the back line. Very young back 6 for us. Again, we will use name Curvis and Ryan of the Rucks. Yep. Cool. Thoughts on Fall Guy? Love Jonty Fall. You got to remember, he's played less than 10 games. Like, you can't expect a key forward to literally dominate from day one. Like, the guy shows signs. He'll be good. Just give him time to get a bit of size. I have to just do this, don't I? Yeah, all right. That'll work. Give Jonty a game in the twos. Play him like in the forward line. Our VFL side is dead last with 1 win. That's crazy. Yeah, don't auto-adjust VFL, otherwise it changes AFL lineup. Yeah, I realise that. Like Thilthorpe. Exactly. That's the VFL game, right? Huge. We've got the dub. Who was important? Liam George. Nice. Fantasy points. That's all we care about. Razzo, Greenham, Clark. Nice. No goals for Jonty Fall, though. Slightly disappointing. But the Tigers win by 7. Huge. And get some money. Money. Taj Hotnip will be back. Nice. All right. Richmond, Sydney. Round 13. Need a bit of a result here. For the Tigers. Yeah, the Swans will wear their Swans thing. No tagger. Hold the formation. Yeah, give me some balanced mids. Let's see. And we want to play wide. Hopefully spread the ground. Hopefully spread the ground. Techno with a gift sub to Cody. What a ledge. Huge. Love to see it. Don't think so, Jones. You've noticed using a winger as a spare behind the ball helps a lot. I haven't done that. I like the contest. I feel I don't want to mess with my player positioning and things like that, you know. Righto, it's Big Nank. Callum Mills found himself suspended again this week. Callum Mills. 1 week ban. The Tigers have won the toss. We're going to kick to the city end to start this game. There's no win to speak of. That means we'll come home with the punt road end rather than starting out at the punt road end. It's Big Nank in the middle up against Brody Grundy. Oh, camera. I forgot about the camera. It needs to be onside normal. Clearance from Smiley. Got it forward to Noah Bolter. He's a massive kick. I just saw Papley's done his hamstring as well. But Noah Bolter can kick this. He's a long way out. It's going to need to be all sorts of juice. He's from outside the centre square. Long to the top of the square. Lynch couldn't mark. Then got the football taken down by Rampy. And Curvis and Grundy. Grundy got it down. I think as far as Rampy, who sends it out of defence, finds McInerney. Now, where is Sydney going with this? Not a great kick. Harry Armstrong saw it and cut it off. It's a big kick across the ground here that was potentially on. Sam Banks has pushed back. He might get on the end of this, as is Morris. He doesn't get there. McLean. Big Hayden. Short to McInerney. Goes deep, looking for... Geez, Noah Bolter's worked his way into defence now. He had the shot in the middle of the ground before. But a one-step kick for the Swans is home. It's Winder of the Isaiah variety. Huge. Any chance you can make a vid or post a photo of your custom difficulty? Yeah, I could do that for you, maybe. Oh, there's a trip. Short kick to Mills. Moves forward for Detoli. McIntosh. There's room to move on the outside. I want to turn backwards as we've got the numbers there. One of those is Smiley. Gets the handball away to Ralph Smith. His handball went inside towards Armstrong. Had to get rid of it. Didn't do so successfully as the Swans just hack it inside 50. And there's nobody home. It's going to be Luke Traynor who will be first to the football. He'll take the tackle here and get it off to Sam Banks. Tigers have numbers in the middle of the ground. That's how we're going to work this out here. Smiley again. Handball to Brown. Back to Smiley. Well, it's to Morris. Back to Smiley, who has the old 1-2-3, and then they send it inside forward 50. Bolter, is there two of him? It feels like there's two of him. And he goes to short ball, Nate Curvis marks. So the Tigers looking for their first goal. Through their captain. He kicks it. You love to see it. Get us up and about. Huge. So with Nank forward, Ryan goes into the ruck. Warner got it out of the middle. Only as far as Ross to McIntosh. Back to Ross. Taken high. Goes on a short lead for Lawler. Morris is running to space. And he'll be able to take this easily. So Morris for the Tigers' second. Kick on its way. Holds the line. Enough. And it'll go through. Richmond have two. Morris has his first. This is good stuff. And then Curvis back in the middle for the Tigers. That's good that he's only done, only had Samson do like two centre bounces, then Nank goes back in. It's better than previous where the game just would, take your main ruck off for like the whole quarter. It's a great tap to Ralph Smith. Smiley again, taken down in the tackle. Some people call him Maurice. Tap down, Ralph Smith. Smiley. Another handball away. McIntosh can run to 50. Can close in towards goal. And it's offline. One behind. Short ball to Florent. Dangerous kick. Lawler almost had it. Then it was Ross. McAuliffe got his arms free. Ralph Smith taken down. Or was it Lynch holding the ball? Sydney miss Gordon heaps, don't they? Although that kick's terrible from him. Into the hole. Morris again. Do we have a shot here? Or do we just go to the top of the goal square? Hugo Ralphsmith has found himself a little bit of space. Got a handball out to Campbell. Taken down in the tackle. Another ball up. Smiley done a hamstring. Oh no, I didn't see that. Started the game so well. Ralph Smith kicks the goal out of nothing. Right. I didn't even notice what I was doing there. It's pretty funny. Tigers kick away to a 3-goal advantage early. That should have been holding the ball. Not sure why it wasn't. The Swans go inside 50. Punched away by Brown. Now Ralph Smith got it to Gibcus. Back to the Tigers who have numbers through the middle of the ground. One of those is Harry Armstrong, who can have a bounce. Have a second bounce. Load up on the left shoe and miss everything. Maybe a point. Maybe sneaks through. But Richmond all over the Swans early. Morris puts the pressure on. That'll be 50, apparently. Only as far as Gibcus, who was able to cut off Heaney from taking that mark. Gibcus sends a high footy to the top of the 50. Mansell was there. One of them was Mills also. Then Campbell got the handball to McIntosh. Misses. It's not a bad kick. Grundy out in front of Sampson. I'll tell you the biggest problem with how the AI play in this game is they're really stupid with who they kick to. Like, you almost know exactly where they're going to kick it every time. Regardless, the Tigers 15 points up at the opening change. Like, Smiley had heaps of it in the first. He ended up with 5. Ralph Smith likewise. And I think Morris is actually our number 1 rated player. Rowbottom, number 1 rated player on the ground for his couple of tackles. Who's in the middle for the Tigers? Lawler, Ralph Smith. Not sure who else that is. McAuliffe was the other one. Grundy for the Swans. Through Rowbottom. Got away from him. Lawler put the tackle on, and Tom Brown, he's got pace. We know he's got pace. Got a handball away. Advantage Richmond. No, prior ball up. Not sure what the advantage was there. Mr. Umpire. Grundy down to Warner. Taken down in the tackle. Mills had it. Short kick only as far as Trezise. He goes up the line, and Ralph Smith will be first to the football. Handballed inboard to Bolter. To McAuliffe. One more to the centre. Lawler missed Ryan on the hands. The Swans trying to go through again. McLean in the back line. Rowbottom in the tackle. Get another ball up. Warner. Short ball. Oh, mark that. Veloston does. And he saw his opponent was on the deck, so he took off with some serious pace. Went forward to Lynch. It's just good. It's just good stuff. Tom Lynch for the Tigers. For his first of the day. Looks pretty good. Hits the post. He's had a bit of that right to left curve going for it. Cunningham to Lloyd. Short ball to McInerney. Handball. Again, poor from the Swans. And then again, they go with the short kick. Mitchell. Handball inboard. Try to cut the line off. Mills run down. Should have been a free. Not sure again why it wasn't paid. Ralph Smith goes backwards to McIntosh, whose kick is poor. Nobody home. McInerney up the line. Broad. Couldn't get the punch in. Hayward marks. Hayward goes to the top of the 50. Punched away by the Tigers. Through Brown, who just whacks the ball out there. Rowbottom will be the first to the football. And he's taken in a Trezise tackle. Well done. Well done. Tigers by 16 points. No goals yet in the second term. Oh, Ryan left it behind. Heaney. 60 from home. Goes with a short kick. Finds McLean. He goes to the top of the square. Laddams is down there, but Broad with a nice defensive fist for the Tigers. Camden McIntosh will do the kicking in. Goes to Brown. Like, what are my players doing here, honestly? All of them ran at me instead of running into space. It's just laughable decision making. Trezise has a bounce. Goes the short bullet. Oh, I thought it was play on. So I handballed. Jeez. Ball still alive. Not sure why. The Tigers have it through Lawler. Missed the handball target. Gibcus to Ross. Taken down by Grundy. Ball up. Warner. Up towards Grundy. Having a good game, Grundy. Laddams runs to the top of the 50, then kicks to the pocket. Sheldrick versus Brown in a foot race. Sheldrick gets it, and he's taken over the boundary line. Another ball up. G'day, Fargo. How are you? Ryan out the back. Ball was Ross to Ryan. Tigers with numbers. Can they get it out of this little passage of play? Ryan again. Back to the Tigers. Got his arms free. Not sure who it was. Ralph Smith has it. Doesn't have the legs here to be able to get away with it. And Harry Armstrong will get the free for getting absolutely shoved in the back. He sends a high footy inside the 50. Campbell was there, but Blakey takes the grab. And Sydney Rappel. Campbell, man in support. Campbell. Oh, well done here. I've got no real options. Heaney picks it up. Sends it forward. Cut off, though, by Trezise. Sydney have so many numbers everywhere. It's a bit of a mess. Broad can't mark it as Richmond try the switch. Cunningham. And Mitchell. That's holding the ball. Your arms free. Got to pay it. It's going to go short. Almost too short. And then Curvis picks it up and we're like cooked again. What is happening? What is happening? The margin was 15 at quarter time. It's still 15. There has been no goals scored in this term. Warner taken down in the tackle as his Rowbottom will get another ball up. Lots of stoppages in this game. Richmond liking to use the handballs, but it's not super effective, as you would see in a Pokemon video game. Not a single goal to be kicked. Richmond by 15 at the half. The crowd's probably fallen asleep at this point, I would have imagined. A point apiece in the quarter. A point apiece in the quarter. Rowbottom and Ross leading the way. Ross has laid 7 tackles. It's crazy. Can we wake up the crowd here in the second half? Because it has been a stinker. Ryan out to McAuliffe. Morris is putting pressure on from the wing. Maybe just trying to get a bit more run out of this game. You do feel like this is the Tigers who could absolutely burst away despite the Swans being top of the ladder. There is McAuliffe to McIntosh. One more handball and he's off, but he's shoved in the back. Goes into the pocket. Ryan. If Samson kicks this, that would be a nice start to the second half. His kick is okay, but it's offline. Short ball, Cunningham. Another short ball, cut off by Samson Ryan, who have another crack. What if we just bend it around? You know? What if that's the play? Starts right, doesn't come back anywhere near enough, and it's to be honest. Lloyd. Short to Blakey. Goes out towards Goulden. Punched away by Morris. Goulden, though, picks it up, and then he absolutely dodges Morris. Goes out to Heaney. Couple of big guns for the Swans combined. That's taken down Rowbottom. Heaney again. Had it and lost it. Armstrong. Handball out. Rampy. Sends it forward. Amadi had the sit. But Broad had the punch. And the Tigers through Brown. Rappel, that's not a good handball. Rampy's got it again. Missed tackle by Lawler. Goulden has it. Should play on immediately. The Swans, they've got some numbers forward. Looks for Heaney. Ryan gets the fist. But it finds fresh air. And Will Hayward can line up to get the Swans back in this. They need it. He's kicked it. All of a sudden, it's an 11-point game. Warner from the middle to Mills. Inside 50 to Heaney, the big dogs. And Heaney goes forward for Cunningham. Punched away by Broad, whose handball went straight to Hayward, who's kicked 2 in a minute. Here come the Swans. Jeez, I've really just blown this game. I had my moment. And Sydney are charging. Warner with another clearance inside 50. And Cunningham marks. What will he do with it? Will he go short? Will he go long? He goes towards Goulden and finds him. The momentum is all Sydney. This will put them in front. If Goulden can kick it, which he can. Here come the Swans. Oh boy. Look at how many people are on the mark. What the fuck is that? Oh my God. All right. Tigers need something special. Here's their number 1 pick, Lawler, bursting out of the middle, runs to the paint. And misses, scores a level. Gee, that would have been something. Lloyd, short kick to Roberts. Goes inboard, Rowbottom is there. Morris got a fist in. Campbell had it and lost it. Snell's handball was cut off by Vlosten, whose handball is going to get him a free kick. He goes towards the top of the 50. That's a nice little chipping ball. Trezise, though, couldn't mark. Ladham's got it. He's run down. Umpire said, no, I'm not going to pay that. He's put the whistle away. Goulden has the football, and he goes short and finds Heaney. So they're big guns. Heaney, Warner, Goulden. They've come to play in this second half. And it's up to the Richmond side to respond. Sydney are top of the ladder for a reason. There's Ryan. His handball not great. McAuliffe inside 50. Nobody home. It's just all Swans. Rampy goes backwards. Play on, says the umpire. They're just mucking about with it in the D50. Sydney. Also, Richmond's inaccuracy going to hurt them. Blakey yet again. Just chipping it through the defensive back line. Armstrong. High football, but nobody home again. It's straight to Blakey. And the Swans will repel once more. Or will they? They just keep mucking about with it in that D50. But yet they consistently find targets. Richmond have got the wall set up. Roberts to Snell. Short ball. Cut off, though, by Vlosten. And Richmond can then get the quick counter. That ball went to Nankervis, whose handball missed the target, and the Swans are away again. It's just back and forth football here. The ball living at Richmond's end, but Sydney on the counter-attack, looking to score and get in front late in the quarter. That punch went straight to Hayward. They've got the outnumber here as Heaney marks over Broad. To put the Swans back in front. Oh dear, that's horrible. That's horrible. Oh, he's put them in front by kicking a point. Played 22 minutes in this third term. Biggs, am I playing Div 12 Resis again? More than likely, yes. I think I've almost earned a spot in the side, hopefully. 23 gone in the term. Can we get a late goal here? The Richmond players... Oh, they're out of gas. And it's the Swans by a point at three-quarter time. Richmond 3-7-25. Sydney 4-2-26. It's the top of the tree Swans. The Tigers haven't kicked a goal since the opening quarter. They've kicked 4 behind since. And Sydney lead it after a little burst of power. Yes.
No second guess. Trusting each other, trusting the game plan, and back resolve at every point.
Tigers got a lift here. It's not about the scoring as the Swans' chance begin here at the MCG. The Tigers will go to the punt road end to finish off this game, but you can see the stamina is starting to cook the Tigers team. Inside 50. How's that going to work? Mansell picks it up, has a little shot towards goal, and then Campbell finishes off the ground. He's excited. Do you think it's because I made my players train this week? That they're all kind of cooked? Ryan got the hit out to Ross, to Lawler. Handball across to McAuliffe, to Trezise. Can play on, can run in, and finish. DJ, play lift by Shannon Knoll. I know you're hurting. Feels like you're hurting. But like a hurt way. Sorry. We'll keep going. The Tigers by 11 points. Start the final term. Back-to-back goals real quickly. Can the Swans respond? Grundy inside 50, but cut off by Vlosten. Richmond can go again. Short ball is called to play on. And the free kick. Rowbottom goes short. And then they go deep to Haywood. All of a sudden, the game is lifted. Will Haywood looking for his third. He's got it. Margin back to 5. And sometimes that's how it is, but you gotta lift. Warner taken down immediately in a tackle. His little kick went to McIntosh. His handball was spilled as the Swans put the tackle pressure. Rowbottom inside 50, looking for Amati. Didn't get him. And the Swans will get another free kick. This is Haywood again, looking for goal number 4. Single-handedly turned the tide for the Swans. He's got another. Haywood's kicked 4. They're back in front. The game has opened up here in the final quarter. It's all about winning it out of the middle. Can the Tigers get it done? Sydney looking for another clearance, but Ryan got his arms free. Out to McIntosh. Handball to Lawler. Short ball. Campbell's there. Or is it Armstrong? Oh, his run down. Umpire says holding the ball. Gee, that worked out for the Swans. They lead it by a point. We've played 9 minutes in the final term. They're messing around with it in the back 50. Richmond applying the pressure, but Sydney might be able to work away. Snell comes out wide to Florent. Are they going to just use their spare numbers behind the football here? Good punch there by Ross. Now Morris has it. Gets a handball out wide to Trezise. Can send it inside 50. They've just got one key forward down there. It's Seth Campbell. He's quick, Seth. We'll get a throw-in stoppage. Plenty of numbers in the 50. Hopefully we can lock it in and get a goal here. Laddam's got it down. And the Swans get out towards Grundy, who takes the mark in front of Trainer. Now Goulden goes forward again. Heaney doesn't get the mark over Brown, who picks it up and just hacks it on the shoe. Morris got to make a contest here. Gets a fist in. Campbell couldn't get rid of it again. The Swans tackle pressure very good. And they maintain their 1 point advantage for now. But can the Tigers find one way through? That ball ends up with the captain, Nankervis, to Jack Ross. Back to Nankervis. Probably too many handballs by the Tigers. It's still a hot football. Armstrong just throws it on the shoe. And it gets to Roberts. That's got to be deliberate, umpire. He's paid the point. And it ties up the game. 15 minutes gone. Final term. Richmond 5-8-38. Ralph Smith intercepts the short kick. And Hugo with an opportunity to give the Tigers back the lead. He does it. Big goal. Richmond by a kick. Hugo Ralph Smith secures it. Massive centre bounce coming up. The Swans have been dominant in this last quarter around centre bounce. Will they do it again? Ryan down to Lawler. Warner put the tackle on, but the handball will go to Tom Brown from just inside the 50. Long footy, Campbell's there. Blakey now repels for the Swans, and they've got to move the football quickly. Roberts goes short, and it's cut off by Mansell. Geez, you've just got to take your full 30 at this point and hopefully secure the goal, but a point would be just as good for the Tigers. We've played almost 20 minutes into the final term. Ryan Mansell has missed, but it's a handy point. If you know, you know. It's a 7-point Richmond lead. And the ball back to the Swans. That's Florent. Goes short to Warner. Got away from Ralph Smith. Goes longer to McInerney. Lawler put the fist in. Then the big tackle on. Got rid of it to Blakey. Kicks up the line. Looking for Vlosten. No, not looking for Vlosten. He was looking for Heaney, who was taken down in the tackle by Vlosten. That's holding the ball. He goes short. The Tigers are out through the middle. Ralph Smith. Handball went nowhere. Heaney backwards to Laddams. Taking down the tackle, ball up. There was a Sydney free kick there that they paid advantage to, but we will not say anything about that. Mills from the clearance towards Grundy, punched away by Bolter. Sydney through the middle. Grundy, short kick to Heaney. 23 gone, final term. Sydney need a mark. Haywood and Grundy. This would make it a 1-point game if Grundy kicks this. The Tigers fans try the boos, but it's a 1-point ball game. We have played 25 minutes in the final term. Is there time for one more for the Swans? They won't get the clearance. It's Morris for the Tigers. And there's the siren. Richmond win it by a point. The Swans fans are out of their seat as well. But what a thrilling victory. Here's Josh Kipkis excited. Geez, the game really was absolutely horrible until the last quarter, where there was a bit of energy inflicted into it. 3 goals apiece. And the Tigers, who trailed by a point at three-quarter time, were able to win by a point at the final siren. Huge. Will Haywood, I thought you give him 3 votes. That was an extraordinary performance in that game. They just fluffed around with it in the back line. That's why Blakey's got so many possessions. Like, he had 20 all from the back half. They were useless. They were absolutely useless. 22 to 15 inside 50, but also 6-9 on the scoreboard for me. Not really good enough. Clearances, all the Swans. Intercept marks are okay. But yeah, like we had territory, which I think was the key thing. You know? So we take it. I don't know if we're doing presses. I don't think anyone's on. Sirens gone. Let's tiger Nice. Yes, great result. Huge. Huge. Richmond by points. Great results. You do love to see it. Haywood, I thought, was terrific in that game. But the Tigers get the win, which I don't know what that does to the ladder. I don't know what it does. But it puts us in 9th. Our percentage is the only thing keeping us outside the top 8 at the moment. Richmond have won 6 of their last 7 games. They just have taken down the ladder leaders. We're having a bit of a crack here. For the Animals games, am I playing pending time of game? Yes, that is correct. Well, first of all, pending selection, because I have to earn my spot in the side depending on who's available to play. But then also, depending what time the game is. So, you know. But given I had a pretty good week, I feel like hopefully I'll hold my position. Yeah. Right. Because I don't know when the fixtures come out and things like that. But also we've had a game in hand here, so that's why we're a little bit ahead. Smiley, his hammy was just a 1 weeker. Same with the Banks injury, just a 1 week ankle. So hopefully those guys will be back if we've got a longer thing. Repeat last week's training. We'll see how that does. What does that do for it? Because, like, everyone's still reasonably okay. How quickly are these guys developing? Like, Lawler's still a 76. You know. Injury. Returning from injuries. Right, Dow, Banks, and Hopper all back. Huge. I think this is almost like the bye week. What's this? AFL. Right. Well, Smiley for Hopper is an easy fix. I think Taranto... Oh, Taranto's back as well. Jeez. Richmond are going to be a very, very dangerous team here. Taranto's going to play forward. Too many Yorkers. Yorkers? Yeah, that's true. That's also true. Thompson Dow, he was actually in very good form before his little injury. So he comes in. And we do want Taj to play games. And we do also want Prestia to play games. I've got a lot of players here. Maybe overshort. I got a very young backline still. The selection table is becoming very difficult to make some selections, I must say. Now that we've got decent teams in, or decent players in, it's tricky. What's this? That's the VFL. VFL game at Marvel. Interesting. Is that a curtain raiser? Well, it must be a curtain raiser. There you go. I'm just reading the matchy real quick. Yeah, huge ladder logjam. Because we were ninth before the end of that round, but also we've only played 13 games here, so we have a bit of a game in hand, given the fact we've got the bye. But a win would actually see us into the top 8. That's how crazy this is right now. A win would see us into the top 8. And we're playing the Dogs. Where are they sitting? The Dogs are in the top 4. Okay. We will be in the just away strip. Sorry, give me a minute. Just reading. Nice. Whispers, go the Dogs. Doggies, Tigers, Marvel Stadium. Plenty to play for in this one. Right. Oh, Dean, you should play. You were listed in the bests. I know. Well, mate, my first quarter was unbelievable. I'll be honest. I was everywhere. Tigers are looking for another victory. They've been playing very well of late. They have won 6 of their past 7 games. Or is it 7 of their past 8? I can't remember. They've just taken down the ladder leaders, the Swans, and they come up against the top 4 fancies, the Bulldogs. Then from the middle, it's English to Bontempelli. Brown came out to meet it, got a handball forward, but only as far as the Dogs. English got it back towards Bontempelli, but then picked up by Nane Curvis. Got it to McIntosh. Inside the 50, it's a high footy. Campbell out the back. What a start. This would be perfect for the Tigers. Seth Campbell bends that one through. How good. Great stuff from the Tiggies to kick us off in this one. English again down. Might have been Liberatore. The Dogs lose the football to the Tigers, who get it out of there. Who's that ball? Ralph Smith has it. Jack Ross, maybe on the shoe. It's going out of bounds. Misses the lot. Short kick to Fraser. Has the room to move. Finds Libba. Up forward. Bramble in the middle of a couple of Tigers. Didn't get the football at first, but then picked it up on second bite. Then Hopper might have had it and lost it immediately. Then he's got to try to win it back off Libba, who goes forward looking for McNeil. He's up against Noah Bolter, who punches it away from him. Gallagher had it, and he was taken down in the tackle. Then Bolter picked it up again at ground level. Mansell's got the football. Sent a loopy handball into the middle, and Hopper was there to meet it, but English cuts it off. Then he goes forward to Bontempelli with a handball backwards to Caulfield. Sends it forward to Riley West's direction, and he takes the mark. And he sends it inside 50 deep to Bailey Williams. Brown got the fist in, and the Tigers look to repel through Ralph Smith. Although the pressure's on him, and just a bit of a shove there means Ed Richards will be able to line up for the Dogs' first goal. He's having a bit of a shot here, a bit of a boo-na-na. And he bends it through the big sticks. The Doggies get there first. stupid question, but considering this is a dome stadium, there wouldn't be any wind at all for this one. There's maybe like sometimes a bit of an inner breeze at the venue, but nothing that really would impact the way the ball is kicked. Yeah. Tigers get another clearance. This time Ross. No English and Nankervis. Nankervis goes long on the left shoe. Trezise is down there for the Tigers. Hopper comes off the ground. Lawler's up there as well, and Harms takes the mark. Oh, his kick poor. Lawler cut it off. There's space in the pocket. Ross is trying to get there, but Harms gets it instead. And it's another short kick to Richards. Short kick to Williams. Chips it over the top. Broad with a punch. Ugelhagen. Jamara didn't realise he was playing football anymore. I forgot he existed. Dow sends the football long. Looking for Lawler, who takes down Harms. A battle of the 22s. And Sam Lawler wins it. And from range, there's no one in the goal square, so you might want to get a move on quickly. This is going across the face. It's a marking option. Lynch on the second grab. Gets the shoe. The Tigers not sure who that was. It was a poor decision. And Ed Richards marks. Nankervis. To Lynch. Tigers get another. Don't know what happened there. Not sure why Lynch is kicking on the left either. But they don't open the roof anymore at this place. Dow. Richards. Nankervis. Short. Mansell. Have a crack. Very right. Very, very right. One behind. Yes, I'm banned from cricket. Never to be played again. Mansell. Bramble. Lynch. Kennedy. Those are just some of the many names of the players on the field. Treloar got a handball backwards. And the footy was cut off by the Rock Lobster. Sends it forward. Noah Bolter in defence. Now, I'm supposed to be playing like a wing attack here, and yet no one is on the wings. Everyone just congregating in the middle of the ground. I don't understand. Prestia. And what a Mansell, who's in the back line at the moment, and Banks has it. And again, there's no real option, so he just hacks it forward. And Ugelhagen, Oogly Boogly Jamara takes it. It's another short, dreadful kick. See ya, mate. Goodbye. Guys, I really like being banned from cricket. I think it's a great idea. Norton handball out to the Dogs. I think it was West who finished. It was nice little handball too. Both these sides looking absolutely rubbish in this opening term. But it's all about who can just make a little moment. That's a great tackle from Harms. Wins the football back. That's quarter time. 2-1, 13 apiece. Oh, no, it's not. It's 2 straight to 2-1. The Tigers by a point. The opening change.
Hopefully I see masterpiece of your footy skills this weekend if we're at home smiley face.
Excited? Yeah, I don't know when the fixture comes out. If it's a 9 a.m. game, I'll definitely be playing. If it's anything later than that, I probably won't. Just as an FYI. Hopefully we are back at home, although we've played a few home games, I think, this year. But we played away, so maybe we're due for a home game, I don't know. Depends who we're up against. Huge. Rightio. Big Nank. Tim. That's English, not Toronto. Nope. Oh. Vlosten. Drilling ball. Armstrong. Tigers are away here if they get a few handballs. McIntosh in a bit of space. Nankervis to Seth Campbell, who dribbles it. And it goes past everyone. Oh, and hits the post. That would have been a bit outrageous. Caulfield. Short to Trelaw. Lob missed it. Ralph Smith on the shoe. High footy. Campbell over the top. Harms was there as well. Finds English. There's no real substance at the moment to how the doggies are playing. Bontempelli to Richards. Short inside 50. Punched away by Armstrong. The Tigers have it and lose it. Gallagher with a flying shot is there. The doggies get another. They've hit the front. Prestia. That's not really a long kick, but Armstrong's little ball finds Mansell, who will take the mark. And we'll line up from not very far and miss. Get behind. My goal kicking's been dreadful today, hasn't it? It's just not been very good at all. That's Harms. The Bramble back to Harms, who's kicked it on the full. Oh, this will be fun. This will be a fun little snap. So Seth Campbell from the boundary line will look to bend it through, and he's gone near side. A little bit too much bend. Could have had butter on the tops of all the team boots. Yeah, get rid of the stutter, the boot cleaner. Banks taken high, or pushed after he kicked it. Switch is on here. Into the middle, Bolter and Vlosten. Two guys who should be able to mark the football. Just wide to Bolter. Nice little block on there. It was by Vlosten. Out wide to Campbell. Won't be first to it, but he'll put the tackle on Garcia. Then he'll have to get up because Harms gets the kick away to Trelaw. His kick short. Gallagher, Vlosten, Trelaw. Tackles. The ball up. Well, it's hard enough for the cricket players to hit the ball into the roof. How do you think a footy player's going to do it? Impossible. Hopper sees a man leading at him. It's Seth Campbell. Oh, it's coming back. It gets there. Seth, super Seth. What a snag. Came from absolutely nowhere. I thought I've missed this. But it just continued to bend. The big bender. That's one of the biggest benders I've ever seen in my life. Trelaw had it, then didn't get it past Samson Ryan, who put the tackle on. Jack Ross should be first to meet this football. Instead, it's Mansell. Got a handball to Armstrong. He's got a left boot that misses as well. Geez, Richmond's accuracy has been very, very ordinary the last couple of weeks. Oh, mate, he played on. He played on. I definitely tackled him at the right point. Dogs through the middle. There's no real options. Gibcus hacks it forward. Hugo Ralph Smith out to meet it. Didn't get there. Liberatore, though. Quick with the hands. Bailey Williams kicks towards the boundary line. Caulfield will meet it. Then he goes also towards the boundary line. Williams again has it. And then he gets the kick away. I try to, not be in that position. The Tigers work it out. Brown sends a high footy in towards the top of the 50. Seth Campbell's got a 2-on-1. He just punches it away from everyone. Cleary first to the football, and he's not tackled. Don't know how, but he gets it to Richards. The Tigers by 5 points as we head towards the halftime break. Baker drops the ball, kicks it out to Williams anyway. And he goes with a almost backwards kick the way he was facing. as Bontempelli turns it over, and the Dogs get it back. West, Bontempelli, inside 50, Garcia and Bolter. Bolter gets the kick away, and Ugelhagen has missed. Nick Vlosten is prone to a turnover now and again. Oh my God. He almost had one there. In fact, he did have one, but it didn't cost us a goal.
Play on, off your line.
Oh, dreadful kick. Kennedy marks. This had put the Dogs up at the halftime break. He kicks it. Geez, he was celebrating very early. But he's kicked the goal. Dogs excited. What do I think about the fourth quarter in the Melbourne-Sydney game yesterday? Yeah, no, it was like 36 minutes, wasn't it? It was very long. I was very hungry by the end of it. I really wanted dinner. I was telling my friends, I was like, can we go? I want dinner. Siren probably not far away. Can the Tigers maybe get one chance? 26 gone here in the quarter. Lynch is shoved in the back. And right on half time, we'll have the chance to put the Tigers back in front. Tom Lynch kicks the snag. Richmond back in front at half time. They lead it by 3. 4-2-26 the Dogs. 4-5-29 the Tigers. What do you reckon, everyone? What do you reckon? Good tackle. Oh, Ross has a bounce, has a second bounce, and he's shoved in the back as well. Big space in the pocket over here. Unfortunately, nobody home. Yes, short footy. Banks. Mate, that's got to be 50. He tackled me and I wasn't there. Hopper wins it back. Sends a high footy up towards Trezise. Can't mark. I'm behind. I love our boy Chiz being face scanned in as a goal up. Yes, he's a hero. David Roden does need to be in the game. I do agree with that. He's everyone's favourite umpire. In general. All right. Now I'm going to go with a real rogue operation here and try to bend this ball from here. Okay, it's not going to work. It's going to go right to the line. Lynch is there, as is Oscar Baker, who gets it out of there. Gets it to the Dogs, who go forward to Libba through the middle of the ground. There's no real run and spread. Drop mark by Ross. Then he takes down Fraser, ball up.
My ball, thank you. 2 rucks.
He was the goal umpire at the Dreamtime game. Kennedy, clearance. And towards McNeil, punched away by Broad. Cody Waitman got it towards Garcia inside the 50. Jamara's down there as well. Picked up by Trainer. Got it to Nane Curvis, or was it Bolter? Then Jamara's got it. Oh, I don't know why he didn't kick the goal himself. But he's going to have a shot here, maybe because he was taken high. Jamara should bend this one through. Off a step. No problems. Dogs back in front. Tigers 4-6. Great hit out to Ross. Sends a high footy forward. Lynch. Oh, I thought he got to the right spot there. Handball went backwards to Hopper. Towards Banks. Big tackle by the Tigers. The Dogs under the pump in their D50. That's a nice kick to Fraser, and he can play on and go, and they're away. Inside kick. Miss Kennedy. Might get it back here. Gardner taken high. There's just a scrambled mess of plays in the middle of the ground at the moment. Liberatore, one of those. He goes short towards Bontempelli. McNeil. Then Banks. Got the handball. Might get the 1-2. Does get the 1-2. Then gets another handball away. Doesn't quite hit the mark. Tigers through Hopper. Fends off one. Then off a step. Has a shot at goal and hits the post. Gee, that would have been extraordinary. Sub has been activated for the Tigers. Mansell off with a hamstring. Okay, thank you for paying attention to that. Can I just say, this would have been an absolutely cracking goal. Look at this. Picks it up. Says, peace off. Says, out of my way, chump. And then the kick. Oh, so disappointing that it hit the post. It's just a 1-point game. The Tigers have been good in close encounters as of late. Banks intercepts. Then Blast kicks it forward. Trezise had it and then lost it. But he won't let Williams get out that easily. You think the dribbler from earlier would have been better? That's also probably true. Ryan down only as far as Baker. Back to Ryan. Whose handball went to Harms. And the Dogs go forward, but only as far as Harry. What is it with left-footed Harrys as big key forwards? This is Armstrong. Makes that work left to right. The Tigers are back in front. Ryan to Hopper. Throws it on the shoe, but Fraser will get this and cut it off and go forward to English. Jamara had the lead. He put a second lead on, and then by the time he did that, the ball was not in his area as Floston's able to intercept and cut it off for the Tigers. Oh, not on. Give the handball. McIntosh bursts away. Someone put a block on for him, please. Goes with a short kick. Only as far as English. Has plenty of numbers here, the Dogs, and they can go back forward. As Richmond work it out through the defensive line, although that's a terrible kick. I've got no one with stamina to get to this. McNeil will kick it and put the Dogs back in front. That's crazy. It's so crazy. Ryan. Oof, good tackle. Oh. I don't know how that's hit something. Harry has it. Short ball to Ralph Smith. .23 played, third term. Kick is right. Do we have a mid-season pick? I don't think so. I don't think we have any long-term injuries. Scores are all tied up here. Can the Tigers get in front late in the quarter? Hopper spins on a dime and kicks the goal. What a moment. Not sure how that happened. He just picked it up and went bang. I think it would have been good to have like a key forward maybe, like a backup key forward. Huge three-quarter time moment. Jacob Hopper's last second snag doing the job. As Richmond up by a goal here at the Marvel Stadium. Look at the seesawing affair this game has been. We haven't seen back-to-back goals in this game since the Dogs at the end of the first quarter and the start of the second. It has been goal for goal, the majority of it. And we have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lead changes so far in this game. It's a pretty extraordinary sort of a matchup right now. If we look at who is leading the fantasy points, Caulfield for the Dogs, Kennedy, Harms, and Hopper has also been impressive as kicked a goal. Had plenty of it. It is a yo-yo of a game, but you'd think Richmond should win. They've had more scoring opportunities, but the Dogs have been very efficient going forward. That is the one thing that has hurt us significantly. So if English get on top, then we are in all sorts. You know? 8 scores from 9 inside 50s. That's exactly right. They're just getting, yeah, they're just getting it going, aren't they? Right, the Tigers by a goal. They managed to hold off the Swans last week, or they managed to pip the Swans last week by a point. Can they get a close victory here against the Dogs? The middle, it was Bontempelli to Fraser to Baker. Inside 50, Jamara takes the grab. Jamara, Ugelhagen. To give the Dogs the first of the last and tie the game up. He's done just that. Ryan to Dow, to Hopper, taken down, ball up again. Ryan to Dow, to Hopper, and holding the pill. Great tackle from Libba. Saved a goal shot, or a goal opportunity there. Goes short to Garcia. And then his kick nice to Gardner. It's like screen tearing or some weird shit happening there. Anyway, not sure who's got the football here. It's a big handball by the Tigers through the middle of the ground. One of those is Armstrong who has it. Then Dow just gets around one. Looped a handball towards Ralph Smith, but it's missed his target. And the Dogs go forward again. Trainer's got it. Tries to get the kick away. He's run down by Liberatore, who has been excellent. He's got it 55 from home. What's he going to do with this? The Dogs have numbers inside the 50. One of them is English, who outmarks Gibcus. And the big ruckman pushing forward. They keep their efficiency going, and they lead it by a goal. So the Tigers need to respond. Dow to Armstrong. Handball over the top. Jacob Hopper. He's having an absolutely cracking game and scores a level again. We told you there'd be that many lead changes in this match. You can never count anyone out. $50 apiece. Libba gets the clearance to Fraser. Short kick to McNeil. Dogs go inside 50. Jamara on trainer. Jamara again. Or is it Gardner this time? It is Ryan Gardner. And the Dogs are back in front. Can the Tigers find another little bursting moment? Great tackle in the middle. I think that was Lawler, perhaps. Gardner and Ryan. Ross. Handball to Dow. Ralph Smith just hacks the ball forward. There's Lawler. Yes, my number one pick. Lawler's having a ping to tie it up again. Oh, sausage. Sausage. He's excited about that one. Margin is back to nothing. We've played 14 minutes in the last quarter. Huge centre clearance to be won. And Libba with another brilliant tackle. That's a terrible kick. Armstrong got the footy. Went forward to the super sub. Taj Houghton got a little handball out. McIntosh was bursting through. Got a little block. Then he goes the banana. Oh, it's missed. It's a point. Richmond by a point again. Jeez, what is going on? Everyone's come from the fan. They just jumped out of the arena. What is going on there? Fraser's got it. Bolter off, Lynch on. Dying stages. Bontempelli has it. We have played 17 minutes in the final quarter. The Dogs go to Harms. He goes short, but it's almost cut off by McIntosh. Harms wins it back, gets a kick away. Only goes into the middle of the ground. Lynch puts a tackle on. Now Treloar, inside 50, not quite. The Dogs still trying, but the Tigers might have the numbers here. Nankervis' handball was smothered. Then Richmond turn it over again to West. Lynch, handball over the top to himself. Can run to 30. Can close. Can get the handball to Nankervis, who just goes off the ground. And the Tigers have kicked the goal. Trezise. Oh my yut. What on earth? Ryan to Dow, run down again, and the Dogs go forward once more. Inside 50, punched away. Now Broad has it. Handball into trouble. Back to Trainer. Takes it forward, looking for Brown. Marked by Richards. He goes forward, looking for Fraser. Broad got the punch in. McIntosh had it and lost it. And the one-step kick is good from Norton. In fact, it was Gallagher. Oh, my God. Are we going to have 2 one-point games in a row? It's the Tigers by a point. We've played 23 minutes in the final term, and the Dogs get the clearance. Punched away. And that kicks a turnover to Richards. He goes inside 50 to Waitman. Oh, I've blown the game. I've blown the game. There cannot be long left. Waitman's kicked the goal. He just had so much space inside forward 50. The twisty choke is real. Gee, we're going to need something special here. Ryan from the middle. The Tigers hack it, but it's not going forward. Broad. Oh, geez, with a launching effort. It's a dive. Quick. Oh, you can't. Oh. Gee, the Dogs will do it here. You'd think they will do it from here. Jeez. Sons of the West, the Doggies get it done in an absolute thriller. Yes, the feet. The most important camera shot of them all. The Doggies have done it. Look at this. This is an extraordinary game of football. Look at the worm. Like, how many lead changes in that one? A 5-3 final term to the Dogs as the game opened up, and it was Cody Waitman who was the hero who kicked the match winner. Liberatore was just everywhere. Every time we were getting a clearance, he was just stopping us. I mean, our second half was a bit more accurate. We kicked 5-4 in the second half. The Dogs obviously kicked 7 straight in the second half. Wody Waitman, 16 inside 50s to 25. So the Dogs 13 scores from 16 inside 50s. Very efficient. Richmond 18 from 25. It was a very even game. Contested ball even. Dogs beat us on the outside, especially with the marks. You can't beat the boys of the Bulldog breed. They are the team of the mighty West. The Doggies win a thriller at Marvel, and it really does put a dent in our finals chances now. Doo-doo-doo. It's at 81%. Gee, that's disappointing. That is extraordinarily disappointing. That is honestly one of the games of the year if you look at just the scores in terms of how up and down it was. Nice, Brentos. Huge result for you. Mansell, obviously, yes. Someone said he did do the hamstring. Rebuild almost complete, and it's only halfway through the season. That's exactly right. It puts us still in 15th position, but as you can see, there's still so many opportunities given we're just that one game outside the 8. It'll probably come down to the last, 2 or 3 games. We're going to need a win most weeks from here, you feel, given the log jam in the ladder from 6th down to 15th. In fact, 16th if you count North with 5 wins. Everyone is still a mathematical chance of playing finals. It is that sort of an even season. It is completely wide open. And we will take on Adelaide, who, almost every game is like an elimination final to an extent. The top 4 have really broken away, though. If you're Freo, the Dogs, the Lions, and the Swans, you guys are in charge of where this game sits. And percentage, where our percentage is not very good, it's 79.82. Our percentage will be critical to whether or not we'll actually be able to get there. So it is a bit wild. But the fact we're 6 and 8 and we're still a really decent chance to play finals is quite extraordinary. You know? It's crazy. YouTube gang, thank you for being here. I'm going to end your stream now. All the very best. I'll still be on Twitch for a minute or two. Bye.